Good to get back in the win column, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Good to get some different players some minutes too. I mean,
Absolutely, yeah. We accomplished a lot of different things tonight. Obviously, we played against a good team, gives us an opportunity to get better. But we also got some guys in the field that haven't had an opportunity recently to get on, so that was great to get them some minutes as well, and to feel good about a game at the end of it that we played pretty well.
sure. Not to bring up a negative, but this is the first time in 3 games you guys had scored from the run of play, so I'd imagine that probably feels good as well to get back.
Yeah. I mean, like, perspective is really, really important, and everybody wants to talk about the negative, and we're not talking about it.
Okay.
We're rolling, and we're going forward.
Okay,
So
I like
yeah.
Owen Wall got about 70 minutes. Yeah. Really just like his willingness to get back was kind of what stood out to me.
Yeah, his urgency, and was willing to run and speed the game up, and he's got a lot of talent. He's had a rough summer from his individual standpoint because he came in, had a little bit of an injury, and then the season is not real in some ways because you miss 2 or 3 weeks, and it feels like an injury time, not very much recovery time. But in the USL2 season, that could be half of the season.
Could be 6 games. Yeah.
And so we feel bad for him that way because he had, he comes in, we're high on him, he's done really well, but then, he has to kind of rest a little bit and then work his way back into fitness, and then also break into the team was hard to do as well. But it was great to see him. He's a really talented young player, and it was good to see that.
Sure. And then, 3 years ago, Namek's the youngest player in club history at 16. Now you've got a kid that just turned 15. What's going on here?
Yeah, Johnny, first of all, he played great tonight. He's a really talented local player that we have kind of had our eyes on for a little bit, and we brought him out for training. I think he's probably been out 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
And we're trying not to rush it with him, but he's got a really bright future. You could see that. Even in the game, he had a couple of moments in the game that were really composed and calm, and a little cheeky in how he plays.
Sure.
And he's got a really bright future, and so we're not trying to rush with him. But he's a player, and that's kind of what our intent is as a club, is to identify players like that are in the region, in Fort Wayne, in and around the area, that have some promise, and give them an opportunity. Yeah.
I know he's been at the Beasley camps a couple of times, so was there any sort of word from up top like, hey, let's give him a look? Or?
Yeah, I mean, DeMarc is the one that told us to bring him in initially, and then he's also been playing club soccer with Fort Wayne United for Keelan, my assistant. So there's a couple of guys in our staff that have had their eyes on him for a little bit. So, the question is, can he handle the next level? And he showed today that he can, yeah.
I know we talked after Wednesday, but just how big was this just to not necessarily get that monkey off the back, but kind of get the good vibes going back in this locker room?
Yeah, I think we played well. I mean, and, again, I think the only people that talk about a losing streak are you guys. And that's not us. I mean, we're talking about 4 days out of the last 4 years. 2 games in 4 days out of the last 4 years. That's not the wheels falling. It's important for us to our perspective is that we're going and we're growing and keep going forward. We are the team that's in first place is us. The teams that everybody's chasing is us. We've got 2 games to wrap it up. We've got to maybe play better, yes, but it's not easy. I mean, sports are hard sometimes, and winning is hard, and we've done a lot of it for sure. And I think we're still got plenty left in us.
I know for Rood, he's been knocking on the door for a lot of these opportunities during his time in a Fort Wayne FC kit. How big was that for him, just to find one in the back of the net and kind of continue like the late game heroics that we've seen from this play?
Yeah, for sure. And what I'm excited about the goal, there's a couple things, but number one, Muggsy made a great run up the right side and won the end line and cut the ball back, and we've been working on that and training a lot because that's a pass that's impossible to defend. And so to have someone get to the end line, pull the ball back, and then Rood to make a willing run there and able to finish it, that's really important for us. So that's all I got. Thanks, Josh.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, so thank you so much.